Hey guys, Fusebox here, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Ball Fighterz. Now today, we are going to be covering the second DLC for Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 2, which is GT Kid Goku. So, as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below what you guys think of this DLC. Now, I haven't played much with Goku GT yet, but I can already tell he's going to be a lot of fun. I might even main him. He is that much fun. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so just like with every other DLC showcase, I'm going to be showing you each of Goku GT's individual combos and super attacks, starting with his basic combo, or for PS4 players, the square button combo. Now, as you can see, this combo is very effective, it gets your opponent into the air, and with some of the supers I'll show later in the video, it leads into them quite nicely, allowing for some sizable damage. Next, we'll show you Goku's auto combo, or triangle combo. Now, as you can see, this combo is very good. It's more ground-based, so you can lead into it more with a Dragon Rush and things like that. All in all, pretty good. However, I would like to make a note that a lot of Goku GT's combos and supers are not incredibly high damage. From what I've seen, his sort of gimmick is that it's more based in quick, small bits of damage that you can land effectively across long periods of time, rather than massive amounts of damage in a shorter period of time like most characters. So keep that in mind when playing with him. Next, we have his basic Ki Blast Super, or X Super. Now, as you can see, it was powerful, and powerful is fairly interesting, because as you saw, I can land it right up close to Frieza, or if I back relatively far away, I can still land powerful. It's the same button, it requires no key, but it is incredibly good for range. And you can land things like Dragon Rushes with it and lead into some pretty good combos. So I think that with his Ki Blast Super, he sort of compensates for his lack of range. As he is a smaller character, he does have a little bit less range than most others. And finally, we have his basic Heavy or Circle Super. And the up variant.
Can't you do any better?
Now, as you can see, these are both pretty good, pretty standard heavies, but again, like all his other combos, since he is a smaller character, you have to be at a closer range. So you have to remember that when playing this character. Now we'll show you Goku GT's level 1 supers, starting with his semicircle forward square super.
Keep at it.
Now, as you can see, this super is pretty basic, just a forward lunge with a Ki Blast at the end, but it is pretty effective for ending any of his combos in the air, along with his basic square button combo. Next, we have the triangle variation, semicircle forward triangle. As you can see, pretty basic, just adds a little bit more flair, along with some damage and knockback to the original square button super. And finally, we have the heavy variation, semicircle forward circle. Once again, pretty common stuff, just does the same animation as the triangle super while adding a little more damage and knockback and consuming a bar of ki. Lastly, we have the Ki Blast Super, semicircle forward X. Now, as you could kind of see from that one, this version of Kamehameha is a little bit different than most other Gokus, because if you are at a distance and decide to hold the button down, Goku will run in and do the blast instead. This is also performable in the air, but he does not move forward like he does on the ground. So all in all, pretty interesting. I think his level 1s are very useful and very good combo enders and some starters. Next, we'll show you Goku GT's level 2 super, starting with his semicircle back square super. Now, I personally love this super. It is great at the end of combos, delivers more damage than most of his other supers, and is fairly good for leading into one of the level 3s, which we'll show later in the video. It is also good for opening your opponent up and giving you an opportunity to switch out Goku GT if he is low on health. So all in all, a very great super. Next, we have the triangle variation, semicircle back triangle. Once again, just gives a little more damage and a little more knockback off of the square variation, and gives all the same effects that I mentioned with the square version earlier. Next, we have the heavy variation, or the semicircle back circle variant.
at it.
And once again, same thing, adds a little more damage than the triangle version and a little more knockback while consuming 1 bar of ki. Finally, we have his Ki Blast Super Level 2, his Semicircle Back X Super. Now, as you can see, it is still Kamehameha, but it is an interesting twist on it. It does fire out the little blast before firing Kamehameha, so when you're in the air, you can sort of bounce around your opponent and throw them off their guard. Very effective and good for technical combos, and especially good for starting basic ones. So all in all, his level 2 supers are super solid, probably better than his level 1s, and just make him an even more fun character to play. And finally, the supers you have all been waiting for, Goku GT's level 3 supers. Starting with his semicircle forward right bumper or right trigger super attack. Now, as you probably saw, that was a relatively short Kamehameha, and as such, it doesn't do a crazy amount of damage. However, it is a good combo ender and does have a stronger variation, which we will show later in the video. Next, we have Goku GT's semicircle back right bumper super. Now, as you could see, that super does do sizable damage compared to the Kamehameha shown previously, and just like that super, does have a second variation, which we will be showing later. But all in all, this super, along with the next one we'll show, have much better damage overall than the previous super. And finally, we have Goku's semicircle back right trigger level 3. So much like base Goku, this Goku does have Super Spirit Bomb as his right trigger level 3. However, this one can be led into by the level 2 super that I talked about earlier, and is a lot faster, so overall it's much more effective. So yeah, I love GT Goku's level 3s, and I think they're very, very good. Now before we move on to the matches, I do want to show off the 2 level 3 super variations that Goku GT has, starting with his semicircle forward right trigger or right bumper super.
Here's a Super Saiyan 3!
Now this super does do a lot more damage along with turning Goku Super Saiyan 3, and does last a little bit longer. However, you do need to lose one or both of your allies for this super to change. The same is applicable to the next super we'll show, which is semicircle back right bumper. Now that super does a lot more damage once it has changed and looks gorgeous. I just have to add that. But once again, you do have to lose one or both of your allies for it to transform. However, once it has transformed, that extra damage could turn the tide in the match to your favor, so it's sort of like a double-edged sword. It might be worth it, it might not. But overall, very good. All of his supers are great. But I've taken enough of your time already. Let's get into the matches. Alright, boys. Let's get into it. Oh, okay, yep, okay, first blood, first blood. Got him! Oh, damn, he got me with the powerful. Oh, man! This guy's GTK Goku is much better than mine. Oh, come on, he bounced. He wallbanged.
Too slow. I am not impressed.
Oh, crap. Man, his Bardock is not strong like mine. Dude, I'm clapping cheeks! Dragon Fist Explosion! Let's go! First try! Oh, got him! He's gonna get clapped! Get out of my freaking way, bro. This is too easy! Gonna get that gold name back, baby! If you watched my last stream, you'll know that I lost my gold name on it, and it was sad. It was a sad moment. Oh crap! No Jared!
Is that all? Leave the rest to me.
Boom! Got him!
Look at my speed! I'm not gonna hold anything back! Come on!
Let me break his sweat! Crap. God, why do I have the lines memorized? Oh god! He was serious! And he hit me with the big boys! No, come on, 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 come on. Come on. Crap. Oh no. Come on, Goku, you can do this.
Come on.
Woo! Alright, one more, come on. Okay. I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna pop his sparking there, yes. I'm comfortable with it because so can I. Yes! Super Saiyan 4! Bro, we got like all the supers off in the first round! Dragon Fist! Did I Dragon Fist kill him? Best match ever. Oh my god. Alright, here we go, boys.
Let's go!
Come on. Get ready.
I knew he was gonna do it. I knew it! I felt it in my bones.
I see you! I see you!
Get ready. Get ready.
There, got him.
This is the end.
Kieran's a little bit busted.
See how you like this?
Oh! You actually know how to play almost on me. Oh, damn. Okay. All of a sudden, you're actually playing really well. You have the advantage.
Is that all? Evil must perish. Come on. Over here. Leave the rest to me.
This is bad! You can't keep up! Just look at my speed!
There! Got rid of his trunks. Still didn't lose my Jiren, so my pawns are still in play.
I'm not gonna hold anything back!
Oh. Oh my god, dude. All of a sudden you're playing like really well.
There you go! I'm over here! I'm not gonna hold anything back. That's what I was thinking.
Either he's playing really well or I'm playing really shit. And I can feel like it's either one of the two. Wow! Dang, dude. I didn't pull out the power pole? Boom, got him. No! I did the wrong super! Oh crap. I kicked him out of the freaking arena. His Goku Black is pretty strong. This guy. I can already tell.
Evil must perish.
I'm not gonna lie. This is a rematch. I fought him before. He's not like a friend, I just remembered.
Not getting away. Behold the power of a god. That's impossible.
Alright, now it's time to Goku GT. Ooh.
No. This is the end.
Oh, I could have gone for an overhead with that.
Just not getting away. This is the end.
Dang. He's just got the strength advantage. Dragon Fist! Explosion! Kill him with this, please. I want him to die by this. Please. Yes! Okay, you know what? Nope, that's good enough.
All this fighting's making me hungry.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below what you really thought of this DLC. I personally love it so much, I think like from now on I might have him on my main team, because Goku GT is just so much fun to play. But I want to know what you guys think. With that, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye guys.